Began well and going fast up on the outside is Mahogany towards the lead, being followed closely by Royal Rubiton. Star of Maple settling in behind them. Let's Cut Loose a length further back along the inside to Pearl Prince, followed by March here, who's dropping back centre fielder. He was followed by Voting, who's over on the inside, and a bit further back then around the outside Battle Hawk, being followed by Mr. Mutual Respect on the insider of the Waikika Moo Cow, and the filly Barman Gilligan is last of all, and a fairly well struck field as they run along the side with just over 1,000 metres to go. Coulter is leading by a length. Mahogany in the box seat second, a length further back Pride of Rancho, and then Royal Rubiton. They're followed by Pearl Prince, a length further back Star of Maple on the outside of March here, going around them Battle Hawk. Let's Cut Loose in behind them. Waikika Moo Cow followed by Voting. Mr. Mutual Respect is second last, and Barman Gilead is last of all. Approaching the home turn with about 700 to run. Coulter is the leader. Mahogany is close handy. Battle Hawk has made a very fast run out deep on the track. Waikika Moo Cow very wide as they enter the straighter, and they're followed by Pride of Rancho looking for a run just behind them. Pull to the outside. Let's Cut Loose. They're in the straighter, and Mahogany moving up on the outside has hit the front with about 400 to go from Coulter. Battle Hawk down the outside. Pride of Rancho, Royal Rubiton, Mr. Mutual Respect coming down the outside from a long way back, and Voting's got nowhere to go. Mahogany in front. He's now under the whip. He's being tackled by Pride of Rancho with 150 left to go, but he's responding. Mahogany a length to Pride of Rancho, who's trying to get to him. Mahogany ridden for dear life, still in front. He's hanging on. Mahogany's just one from Pride of Rancho. Tight for third mark.
Derby looked a good start, came out in a nice even line, and who'll be the early leader? Zaremba didn't jump all that well, so he won't be up front early. It's Rum Rustic crossing to lead Mahogany, followed by Star of Maple. Now Zaremba pushing between horses. Fraternity on the fence in a good spot. Midfield when they settle down. Arborea, who's climbing and reefing all over the place. Western Red shied away from something there, wanted to duck off the track going out of the straight, followed by Sable Dreamer. Then Popsy between horses, followed by Shelved and Waikika Moo Cow a bit deep, and then Sahara Andy and Kay Cornet second last, with Sahara Andy dropping out last as they go to the 800 mark. Now Zaremba goes to the lead with his neck arched at the 1800 mark and draws out by nearly 2 lengths on Rum Rustic. Mahogany onto the fence in the box seat third, as he was in the Victoria Derby. A length away Star of Maple, followed by Fraternity, and then Western Red, Arborea, Shelved, and Waikika Moo Cow getting across to the rail. That's a good trick because he was 4 deep early. Further back Kay Cornet, followed by Sable Dreamer, and then Popsy and Sahara Andy as last as they go down the back to the 1400 metres mark in the Australian Derby, and Zaremba slows them up, led by a length and a half to Rum Rustic, nice and relaxed in second spot. A neck away Mahogany, who goes to sleep third for Greg Hall. A 1.5 then to Star of Maple on the outside of Fraternity, followed by Western Red on the outside of Arborea, Shelved on the outside of his stablemate Waikika Moo Cow, Kay Cornet on the outside of Sable Dreamer. A length and a half to Popsy and Sahara Andy, and they're the joint tail enders as they come to the top turn at the 1000 mark, and Moses is off on Zaremba. He's trying to pinch a break on them, opened up a lead of 2.5 on Rum Rustic, whose rider won't let him get too far away. They got away from Mahogany there. He's about 4 lengths behind Rum Rustic going over the crossing, and then Star of Maple about 2 to Fraternity, followed by Western Red, Arborea, well back Shelved and Waikika Moo Cow, then Sable Dreamer, followed by Kay Cornet. Popsy out 3 and 4 deep as Flat Chat and Sahara Andy last as they come to the turn. Zaremba's got a very big break on the corner. Zaremba led by 3 to Mahogany, who's getting to him rapidly now. Rum Rustic dropping out of it, followed by Fraternity, and then Star of Maple, Arborea, Sable Dreamer, and Waikika Moo Cow is taken to the extreme outside as they come over the rise. Greg Hall looks extra confident on Mahogany. Zaremba's in front as they top the hill. Mahogany is gobbling him up very quickly with Waikika Moo Cow and Arborea down the outside, but Mahogany swept to the lead, 100 out. He's got them struggling. Waikika Moo Cow in second place, can't do any better, and then Arborea and Fraternity, but Mahogany flat to the boards is holding Waikika Moo Cow, and it's the 2-state Derby double to Mahogany. Waikika Moo Cow.
Okay as well, and Keltree's Brawny Spirit jumped into stride pretty well. They go through the first 150 metres now, and it's Brawny Spirit on the rail. Keltree's is outside, deeper out Sequalo and Hariba 4 deep on their outside. Just about a line of 4 right across the track there. Elenon in behind them from Fighter Bay, then Mahogany, and last of all as they settle fully into stride, Auntie Mary running to the 500 metre mark now. And Hariba under a tight rein has gone up to join Sequalo. Keltree's Brawny Spirit on the rail. 2 lengths behind them, then Elenon called on, and there, followed then by Mahogany under a bit of pressure at the 300 metre mark now, and it's on the outside, Hariba. He's calling on him to do something, sticking with him there. On the outside is Elenon. In fact, he's in trouble, Hariba. Elenon's claimed him, and Mahogany now, and Keltree's fighting back. No, Hariba, it's a shock. It's Mahogany dashing to the front, and Mahogany scores. Mahogany's beaten Elenon.
Second last and Star Dancer last of all. Our Maskay on top by 2 down the side. Second in the race, Stony Bay, and Dame Winners third on the rail. A half then to Solbert, fourth a length for the back in the race, Mahogany. Then Station Hand moving up on the outside from Pakaraka Star, Mr. Marconi. Danarani the inside, and Just Apollo 3 deep. Then Seasky Octagonal further back in the race then. Star Dancer and Journas last of all. 1200 out, and it's Our Maskay, the 3-year-old colt in front. He's 3/4 to a length in front of Stony Bay. Dame Winners getting a glorious run third, a half then to Solbert fourth, 2 for the back, Mahogany running fifth, and Just Apollo 3 deep. Back in the middle, Station Hand and 2 lengths, Pakaraka Star. Outside him is the fellow Kiwi, Mr. Marconi. 2 for the back in the race, then Octagonal 3 deep around Seasky. Danarani on the fence, a length for the back, Jern. He's at the tail at the 800 metre mark with Star Dancer. Off the back in the Cox Plate, and it's Our Maskay. Over on the inside and neck in front with Stony Bay putting the pressure on the outside. Solbert is further out on the track with Station Hand. Then Just Apollo. Dame Winners waiting for a run at the 600 metre mark, and further back in the race, Mahogany off the rail. Pulled out wide on the track is Octagonal, and the widest runner is Jern. Our Maskay struggling. He's gone. Station Hand has hit the front. Dane Win carried back through the field. Hampered badly. Station Hand in front. Here's Octagonal and Jern with a mighty run. Then getting through is on the inside, Mahogany. Mahogany rails up with Octagonal at the 200 metre market on the outside. Octagonal, Mahogany coming at him stride for stride now on the Cox Plate. Mahogany, Octagonal, Octagonal, Mahogany. Octagonal's got his nose in front. Octagonal wins the Cox Plate, wins it ahead. Mahogany 2 lengths away, third, Station Hand.
It was a
They're the only 2 out here. On the other side, down towards the 1,000. Ruffles bounced out with Bravado and the 3-year-old Spartacus into stride very fast, rushing towards the leaders. Sequalo Seeker just behind them over on the outside, being followed further back by Regal Centre, and then Mahogany. Behind him is Rye Hero and Sword, Poetic King, and You Remember is last of that division over on the flat side. Out on the grandstand, Armadale out in front, more than 2 lengths clear from Brackenbank in second position out on the grandstand side. It's Spartacus against the flat side in front of Ruffles with the rail, Seeker the outside, and then came Sequalo, followed by Ravada. On the outside is Regal Centre, being followed then a bit further back in the field by Rye Hero. Back behind those horses, Mahogany is trying to get out of a pocket between runners. He's in the clear now. He's coming home with a good run. Armadale in front of Brackenbank, who's pegging it back on the grandstand, but at the 200 metre mark now, Mahogany hits the front. It's Mahogany with Poetic King coming after him at the 100. Mahogany by a length, Poetic King, the stablemates. It's Mahogany giving plenty. Poetic King coming at him hard. Mahogany wanted ahead, Poetic King. 3 lengths, Ruffles third. Then came Rye Hero, Spartacus. Sequalo in the centre, then came Mahogany looking for an out. He's had to ease over Sequalo's heels. Can Grande on his outside might pocket him here. He's in trouble there, Mahogany. At the 200 metre mark, Spartacus hits the front. Can Grande's coming at him on the outside. Mahogany without a lot of room is trying to squeeze through. He's got through Mahogany. He pounced on the lead from Can Grande and Spartacus, and Mahogany, despite difficulties, draws away to win a length and a half. Wall of horses in front of him. He's trying to get through a very narrow gap there, and then Century Blazer at the 3, and Ruffles are still well clear. It's out by about 4 lengths now to Flavour, Catalan opening, and then Rock You with 150 to go. Ruffles still 4 lengths to Catalan opening. All Our Mob. Mahogany getting out late, but still Ruffles in front. A surprise coming up. Ruffles by 2 lengths, and Ruffles has won the new market from, I think, Catalan opening. A nose to All Our Mob. A photo of the miners. 7, 8, 9 runs have all been short of 1400 metres, so he's been specifically trained for these short course races now, kept at the firm tracks which he enjoyed, and he was a very good fresh horse.
Here comes Mahogany storming down the outside to grab Spartacus and then be discreet, but Mahogany sprints right away. What a great horse he is, 2.5 lengths on the post. I reckon Spartacus